Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Waji the baker. So what we're gonna bake today? Today we'll be learning how to make Spritz cookies. Spritz is technically a German word, and there are a number of names called for these Spritz cookies. Some people prefer calling them Swedish Butter Cookies. Some people call them pressed cookies. Why pressed cookies? Because we normally use a cookie press to press the cookies on top of the tray. Well, if you don't have a cookie press just like me, you don't have to press the cookies. I prefer using a piping bag and pipe variety of shapes on a tray. There is no right or wrong shape, just use your imagination and whichever shape works out for you. And you can decorate these cookies just the way you want. It's like more like a fun baking for these cookies. You can sprinkle some, do some sprinkles on top of the cookie just before baking, or you can dip them in a chocolate. If you search this recipe or Spritz cookies online, there are a number of recipes, but I have like two major changes in them. Number one is that instead of using white granulated sugar, I prefer using icing sugar. Number two, instead of using whole liquid eggs or egg yolks, I prefer using egg whites. So what kind of ingredients are we looking for? We'll be looking for 1 cup of butter, which is approximately 225 grams. We'll be looking for icing sugar, little less than a cup, which is approximately 90 grams. We'll be looking for salt, which is 3 grams, half teaspoon. We'll be looking for vanilla, 3 grams, 1 teaspoon, little bit of lemon zest, egg whites, which is 30 grams, little less than of 1/3 of a cup, and finally our flour, the main ingredient, which we'll be using 2 cups, approximately 240 grams. So let's get started. Okay, so we will be using our paddle attachment, and we'll start creaming by our butter and icing sugar. We want to cream it till we see it's like nice and creamy. Make sure your icing sugar is sifted so there are no lumps and it creams properly. So at this stage we can stop our bowl, and we can see like it's all sticking on the sides. So we can scrape our bowl from the side so everything is all mixed together. So at this stage we can add our vanilla essence. We can add salt and lemon zest. And we can start creaming again till we're gonna mix it like for a few minutes till it's nice, light and fluffy. So let's scrape our bowl again. So at slow speed we can gradually add our egg whites. Now we can add our flour. Make sure you do not over mix it. We're just gonna mix it till everything is combined together. See, it's all coming together, so we're gonna mix it till we have a nice dough. There you go, that's more than enough. We'll take everything off and give it a nice mix. Okay, I have my cookie dough in the piping bag using a star tip, and we are gonna pipe like variety of shapes. We're gonna start piping some shells. Just pipe it like this. Here you go. So if you do it both sides, you can make like a nice heart shape. Or we can do some rosettes as well. For rosettes, you can always put some red cherries right on top, just like this. Yep, so that's how it looks, and it's ready to go in the oven. We're gonna bake it at 350 degrees. Okay guys, these are Spritz cookies which were baked at 350 degrees for 15 minutes. And now is the fun part, which is decorating these cookies. And I will highly suggest you guys to involve your kids while you're making these cookies. Let them decorate the way they want. So let's do some together. So what we're gonna do is, I have melted chocolate right in front of me, and the way we can take these shells, it's nothing is right or wrong. Like whatever way you want to do it, that's perfectly all right. So I can just dip them a little bit, half in there as well, and just leave it on the tray and let it settle down. Let's take another one. If you want to dip the whole cookie in there, that's perfectly all right as well. So these are some. We'll take the heart shape, which is right this one. We can dip it just like this. And let it cool down a little bit. If you want, you can dip the whole thing right in here like this. Here you go. So these are shells and heart shape. What we can do is, for the rosettes, we can do it the other way. I have some chocolate in this piping bag as well, and we can just drizzle a little bit right on top. We can just finish a little bit more. If you want, you can melt white chocolate as well and drizzle right on top of these as well. It's entirely up to you, whichever way works out for you. So these are our Spritz cookies. We just decorated them, and we dipped them in chocolate or drizzled some chocolate right on top of that. Okay guys, so these were beautiful crispy Spritz cookies. Very light, sweet, buttery flavor. Do try this recipe at home and share your feedback. Or if you have any questions, do not hesitate to write in comments, and I will try my best to answer all your questions as soon as possible. I will be back again with a new recipe, new product. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay home. Thank you so much.